I am stoked to have my next guest join us. He's a very talented artist who has a brand new album coming out October 1st called Interblaktic. It is Muzi. There he is, the man of the hour.
Hello, what's up, man?
I understand you're in Johannesburg, South Africa right now. Is this where you've been the last 20 months or what have you?
Yeah. So I've been in SA, been in Joburg really for the last 2 years now. So yeah, it's been a crazy time, like trying to like get used to all of this stuff, but it's creating a lot. So yeah.
I can imagine. Well, you have been creating a lot. Good God, you released an EP last year, and we were just getting familiar with that material. And then all of a sudden, toward the tail end of the year, you started releasing some new songs that are part of this album. How have you been able to give your chance to settle down to be able to come up with these ideas? Are you really just that prolific?
Yeah, I think it's like when I have to settle down is when I'm not creating, because like it's almost like it's always there. Like I always have these ideas. I'm always trying to try new things. I'm always inspired by like old South African music and trying to like push that forward in some way, shape, or form. So I'm always like creating and stuff. So like when we had a pandemic, well, we're still in one essentially, but like when that started, I just focused more on my art than anything else, just for like good sense of like mental health and all that stuff. Because yeah, the creative process like really helps with I don't know, staying sane. you know. So yeah, so I just like started creating and stuff instead of, I don't know, wishing for a norm, So yeah.
Family is very important to you. It's quite obvious by the things that you've spoken about. You released an album dedicated to your daughter called Zeno, which is her name. It's kind of this love letter to her, as well as a collection of material dedicated to your mother after her passing, and my condolences to you for losing your mother. How do you see that juxtaposition of life versus death in terms of creating art?
Yeah, I just like I think I think it's depending on how you look at it, it could be a moment of like zen in a way, which in a way, no pun intended, because my daughter's name is Zeno, but like it does become a moment of like balance in a way. And then for instance, when I wrote Zeno, the album, I was writing it like thinking that when Zeno is older, she'll listen to her dad's music when she's older, and it'll just be like these sort of encrypted messages for her or whatever, so that she can see that I was hurt, I've been hurt too, and all these things. And it's like, but I was still trying to be positive and motivational and very uplifting with regards to the energy I put into the world. So there's that. It's like a light side of it, and then the Mama EP was more so like a super dark time in my life. But when I was making the music, I wanted the music to still be vibey. So to have that sort of juxtaposition, that balance of like light, dark, life, death sort of thing. So it's like the lyrics want to make you cry, the beat wants to make you dance. It's like that sort of juxtaposition. I really love doing that. I hate it when I hear like a sad beat and it's gonna be a sad song. Like like, oh my god, no, stop, So like I like just playing around with those sort of emotions, of just finding balance.
What do you attribute to creating art in that manner? Is that also something you do in your personal life?
I think I'm very big on like my mom used to read like books on Taoism when I was a kid. So like I'm very like huge on like this flow of life that like you have to just jump into. So even when I create, I do the same. I just go with the feeling of things. I try to not like um put too much like sort of thought into it with regards to how I'm creating things. And I think that's how I am with my whole life, with everything. So even when I make the music, it's like a balancing act thing. It's like me keeping my integrity, me being honest with myself, and doing that in a fearless manner, and not really being afraid of what's playing on radio or TV or whatever, and just doing what I love.
So we've gotten quite a bit of material from you over the last year leading up to this album release, and I'm kind of curious, what snapshot of your life is this from? Because Fool's Love, of course, could be from any point in time, but then a song like Interblaktic, especially how it starts off, oh, there seem to be a lot of black people on Mars, might have been inspired by more recent events.
Yeah, yeah. Also, so I, I, I pulled with regards to like the personal stories. I sometimes do this thing creatively where like I join all my exes in my head and they become this one super ex. Then I write a song because I feel like it's more like potent. So that no, if should they hear the song, it's not like I'm specifically talking about them, you know. So I kind of do that with regards to the relationship sort of love themed songs. But with the other stuff, it was like um we live in a world where like a lot of people of color can't just be, right? So if you're African, there's a certain type of African you have to be. You can't be another thing. Like you can't be, you know, if you're so it's like for me, I just wanted to make a song with InterBlack Take. The reason why I start with that, it was like, damn, what if we moved to Mars and we'd still experience the same thing? Like
Right.
you know, like we go to Mars and then we find that like all these sort of systems are still there somewhat, you know. So like I was playing around with that idea and I just wanted to make a very unapologetic like album with regards to me being myself, you know, hence the name Interblaktic. Obviously it's a play on intergalactic, and because I'm really obsessed with like space theme stuff. So I was just like doing things like that, pulling around from like what I'm seeing around the world, what I'm seeing at home, and making something without actually making it conscious music and saying all these like dark things. I make it through dance music. So it's like, oh yeah, we're dancing, it's cool, but what is he saying? Oh snap, he's actually saying like some things, you know. But like in his, because I like quirky songwriting, you know. I don't like just like straight up, I got hurt, here's my heart, nah. No, like I always go around the subject. It's how I have fun with it.
You have the opportunity, you have infinite amount of money. I know you're a humble guy, you don't like to spend, but this isn't your money that you're going to spend. Someone's just giving you this opportunity to go take a rocket ship, touch space, maybe even go to Mars. Is Muzi going?
No, because it kills the magic. I would never like there's certain things that I feel like we shouldn't know as humans. I'm okay with seeing space as it's like grand, like infinite thing, you know. I'm okay with that idea. I don't want to go. No. I'll stay because it kills the magic for me. Like when I was a kid or reading into like doing astrology or reading into astronomy and stuff, I like the magic part of it. You know, that like, oh, did humans come from space? We don't know. Okay, cool. I'm cool with not knowing. Do aliens exist? I'm cool with not knowing. Is Area 51 where they hide like robots and transformers or whatever? I'm cool with not knowing. You know, but
Aliens built the pyramids, and you know there was electricity in there.
those things like, oh yeah, all the pyramids are in one line, so that means that aliens built them. Humans could never do that. I'm cool with not knowing because the not knowing part of it for me brings like the magic side of like what I see space as, you know, because the way I write about space in my music, it's very much like like a like as if it's meditation. You know, when you meditate, where do you go? So I see that as space. You know, it's like, I don't know, trying to meet God or something. Yeah, let's fly up.
Wow.
Let's see who's spiritual. Up there. You know, I don't want to do that. I don't want I just want to keep it like okay and normal. So I wouldn't do it, man. They can do it and like debunk everything, but
Well, hey, thanks so much for doing this. I'm really looking forward to the album, and even more, I am looking forward to the visual interpretation of some of these songs. I want to see a lot of space themes, whatever you do, especially in the live set as well. So thanks so much for doing this.
Thank you so much for having me, man. I really appreciate it too. Hopefully I can come to San Francisco. I think I will.
Like, in a rocket ship. You got to get out here in a rocket ship.
Yeah, hopefully in a rocket ship, yeah.